Hey everyone, Will here from Mature Minded Gamers, and today we're going to be doing another character deep dive for Brawlhalla, the card game from Maestro Media and Flyos. This one again was licensed through Ubisoft based on the video game Brawlhalla, and then this one is designed by Manuel Rozoy. And again, we're going to be taking a look today at Hattori. Now, she is an absolute beast. Now, in the other video that I talked about Devar. And to kind of give you a little bit of recap on that, remember every single one of the decks are made up of 20 cards where the makeup is the same, where there are 5 of each number. 4 of each number for 5 different numbers for the 20 cards. There are 4 1s, 4 2s, 4 3s, 4 4s, 4 5s. Remember 2 4s here, 2 5s here, but you got 2 without abilities. So what's great about Hattori? If you like characters that are all about extra actions, if you like characters about moving around, being where you want to be when you do the attack, drawing some extra cards after you attacking about from range, she is a swift little devil. I tell you what, she is quick. She's just nasty to play against. So to kind of go into detail on what makes her great is when you move with Hattori, her legend ability, okay? When you play a card, okay, you get the value, right? So, but with Hattori, you add 1 to the value of each card she uses to move. Now, what's amazing about that is you need to move 3 spaces. Great. Use it 2. Right? You don't need to use these big cards to really get around the battlefield quickly. And a lot of times you don't even need to be around the battlefield that far, because with using her Yari, once you picked up your weapon, remember, 2 spaces away. This weapon lets you attack from 2 spaces away. Now, when you think about, like, you're moving down the map, the grid, and you play a 4, for example. So you're going to go down 3 spaces, pick up your weapon, move across 2, make sure you're on the Yari. I mean, you're essentially in attack range turn 1, right? Turn 1 light attack is nasty. When you think about, making sure you're dealing that damage early and often, the downside to doing something like that, though, is you got to be careful, right, that you don't want to run out of cards in your deck. So making sure that when you do move and you use those abilities, make sure that you're using the right cards. And a lot of times you don't want to burn these special cards. Like, for example, Shadow Prep. If you are not adjacent to your opponent before you move, you're going to draw 2 cards. Is this a good one to start with? Absolutely. As kind of what we had mentioned before, because then you're going to be able to get cards in your hand to really be in the defensive position, because not only the cards in your hand, what you're going to use for attack, but they're also going to be what you use to defend. If you don't have any cards in your hand to defend when your opponent attacks you, they're going to land free hits, free knockbacks, free KOs, and it's not a good place to be. So 2 Shadow Preps, a Deck Scout, secretly look at the top 2 cards of an opponent's deck, discard 1, and place the other back on the top of their deck, knowing what they're going to draw, but knowing, hey, this is a 5. I'm going to get rid of the 5, and, making sure, hey, you ain't going to have that card when I'm going to smash you with my 5 attack. So let's look at the 2. Swift Action, Silent Pursuit. Swift Action after light combat. If you win the combat as the attacker, gain an action. Say what? If you need more cards to defend, Swift Action isn't necessarily great at always having to use for an attack, right? And what I mean by that is that extra action there can be used to delay, right? Get more cards in your hand so if they attack you back, because even when you look at, if you're using her Katana, if Hattori wins the combat, a cloud of smoke makes her disappear and reappear 1 space away. So just because you're adjacent to the attacker or the defender, you can pop back out, use that ability, delay, grab some cards in your hands and make them have to move into you, then do the attack, and you're in a better position because they have 1 less action to do so. Silent Pursuit, if you win the combat as the attacker, move up to 2 spaces, moving around an opponent, getting to wherever you know to go is like to grab your weapon if even need be. You got your 3s here, which is Stealth Draw and Minded Value. Pick 2 cards at random from an opponent's hand, look at them, discard 1 and return the other. Again, getting cards out of where they need to be. After heavy combat, if you win as the attacker, look at your opponent's hand, choose a card and discard it. Holy smokes! You're going to attack with a heavy attack twice. You play that low card, right? Make them see if they hit you with, or they block with that low card. You won, right? If they don't, and then you can, oh, they have that 5. I'm going to make sure I discard that, so when I play my 5, I'm going to guarantee land the hit. Shadow Glance. If you played another card with a value of 4 other than Shadow Glance, return it to your hand. So getting these 4s back, right? So, and then the 5. Disarming. After heavy combat, if you win the combat, your opponent loses their weapon, right? So then they can't heavy attack you back. Nasty, especially if you're on the red side. They have to go pick up their weapon or do a delay action to grab their weapon before they can do anything. Hattori is a card manipulating, fast moving, position jumping, awesome devil. Like I said, she is so much fun to play and such a good time. You're really going to have fun with her, especially if you like playing as like the rogues in video games or those quick, fast striking, fast moving characters. This is a great choice and a lot of fun to play. So, all right, everybody, this has been Will from Mature Minded Gamers talking about Brawlhalla, the card game, doing an in-depth look to Hattori. Be sure to check out all of our other great content on MatureMindedGamers.com. We do video games, board games, and so much more. So until next time, everyone stay safe and take care.